Okay, then I found a suitable piece of steel. This is 7 inches wide, and it's is that 3/16 or is that a quarter? What do I do with my tape measure? That is, well, that's 3/16 wide, thick, and 7 inches wide. Yesterday I was talking about what we were going to do with that steering box on the Studebaker after I had made a bracket, a brace on the bracket. It still moved a little. Possibility that the whole frame's moving, and I just can't tell because it's just hard to look at it with your eyeball and turn the tire and figure out everything that's going on. So what I've decided to do is sister a piece of steel along the side of that frame, and we've got a little time before we start packing up to leave for our trip. So I was thinking, well, I'll just plus I need a bolt to match the thread on that bolt that's on there, and that might be doesn't match anything that I could find. And so let's get down in here and get a good look at what we're looking at. Okay. So the bolt that I'm going to be tying to is this one right here. Now, I need a bolt that is that's 1 3/4 to that plate. Now that was 1 3/4 to the plate, and this goes in about this far. That would be 1 3/4 plus the width of that steel would be, bring it out to 2 inches. And then if I add the length of the whole bolt, that would be one and 3/4. That makes that 2.5. So we need that bolt to be 2.5 or 3, and it needs to be threaded like this. Now, the other thing is, I need to design the plate I want to put on here. So let's look at that. You can see here, there's a notch in the frame right here. This is where this had a mechanical brake line that used to come through. If I was to cut this notch out, I could get a flat plate on here, and I could bring it from down up here. If I came from the top of the frame down to 7 inches, see, that's way plenty to get me in line with a hole for that bolt. Now if I brought that thing from, say, well, I could put it right in front of that notch, that way I wouldn't be grinding off part of the strength of the frame. But I want to make sure that I keep enough to make sure that nothing twists. So, and see, I can go forward here as much as I want, up to, heck, that's 14 inches back to there. I don't know if it's necessary to go 14 inches, but I could if I wanted to. I'm mainly thinking though, a piece, especially if I did go ahead and grind this off, if I came from here where the spring shackle starts to maybe about here, I believe that would probably be enough, and that would be about 9 inches. Now, I might or might not cut off some of that up there. If I put it on in such a way that I can unbolt it. Let's see, I'm gonna need to get this other bolt out up here. So if I bolted it in place, like 2 bolts back here, 2 bolts up here, maybe 2 bolts right along in here somewhere. That would work. And if I wanted to, I could drill a hole through the entire frame and put a bolt that would lock on the back side with some locking nuts on it. Kind of like the one I did over here. Something like that. All right, I'm gonna turn y'all off while I think about this.